Entering accessibility screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
It's week 13 of the National Football League, and all eyes are on Jamar Chase. He's been a production machine with a 1,200-yard season going to this point. It's the Bengals and the Steelers, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 25.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We thank you for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, 3 months in the books. Partner, now it's December. It's the best month of the NFL season because the games get more important as the weather gets a little bit colder.
And this is where you find out who the real teams are and who the pretenders are. Do you find yourself not only in the playoff conversation, but can you now play good enough ball down the stretch to not only be in the conversation, but actually find yourself in the postseason?
The veteran Chris Boswell ready to get things going. And off we go here in Cincinnati. Charlie Jones now to return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Bengals offense comes out led by their quarterback, Joe Burrow. Can they keep him healthy? Because when he's good, he's so good. Won the Heisman during his days at LSU. Took this team to the Super Bowl. Now, Greg, year 5 for Burrow with the Bengals.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff.
Oh, the first play, and he is intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And he's going to bring this one back. Wow, less than a minute into the game. It's a pick six and an early touchdown. You get the ball to start the game thinking you'll score on offense. Instead, they allow the defense to be the first on the board in this one.
So now the question is, Mike, do you allow this to linger the rest of the day? You've dug yourself a pretty big hole here to start, but you've got to pick yourself up and realize this game is far from over, and we now got to get the ball back and establish some early rhythm.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. He's got it, and the Steelers will race out to a quick 7-0 edge. So 7-0 the score, and set now for the dynamic kickoff. Jones now on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Bengals offense and their running back, Zach Moss, to take over once more. As we give you a look at the league's leaders in receiving touchdowns, you can see he's second best among NFL running backs at this point in the year. First and 10.
Here we go.
On the ground, it's the veteran Zach Moss. And this play's going nowhere. Taken down behind the line. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started. So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Catch left side is made by Higgins.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
And he puts his head down and he picks up the first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need, but really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. Burrow, RPO, get it to Chase. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Now a second down throw for Burrow. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up. Working out of the gun, Burrow in trouble, and down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. On fourth down, they'll call on Brad Robbins here to punt. Hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. The Steelers led out by their quarterback, Russell Wilson. Still strange to not see him in a Seattle uniform where he was for a decade, couple of years with the Broncos. And now Greg, the 9-time Pro Bowler, year 1 in Pittsburgh.
Well, the nice thing about the NFL, Mike, is there's always next week. If you're coming off a good game, you got to put it to bed and come back and play well again. But in this case, things could not have gone much worse for this guy last week in that performance. So this game couldn't come fast enough. He said he had a great week of practice. He was able to put that behind him mentally and physically, and they're going to need him to play a lot better if they're going to come away today with a win.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now a first carry for the Alabama product, Najee Harris. He'll push forward for about a yard. Jermaine Pratt up to make the stop. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward. Charlie Jones, the return man for the Bengals. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. The Bengals offense getting set to get back to work. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They'll run here with Travion Williams. That's a short pickup to about the 47. Cole Holcomb in on the tackle.
On 1, ready?
They face 2nd down and 7.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. Right side, and Higgins has the catch. They pick up 17 through the air, and the Bengals going to have a first down.
On 1, ready? Gun.
Gesicki, the man in motion. He'll give up the middle to Moss. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Patrick Queen, the linebacker. They're on the tackle. 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
They go once more with Moss. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
I can tell you firsthand, as an offensive guy, we never loved playing in the rain. I always felt like the defense had the advantage. They know it wasn't going to be much of a passing attack, hard to handle the ball, a lot of turnovers. So they've got to have a lot of early focus offensively and try to get something on track.
Here we go.
They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down. Burrow. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Dante Jackson. Still going. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. So they make the decision on 4th down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick 6.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on 4th down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Jones now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bengals offense headed back to take over once more. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11, Thomas. Stop.
The drive begins with a run by Williams. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Minka Fitzpatrick up to make the stop.
Here we go. Stop.
Play action now. It's Burrow. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Stop.
Now, Burrow. Here's a screen set up to Williams. That screen goes for 12, and that's a 1st down.
Here we go.
Burrow to throw. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball's incomplete.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
That's going to be incomplete, and it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
1 quarter in the books. It's the Steelers with the early lead. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. The punter remains on the sideline.
Here we go.
They're going to line up and go for it
12,
on 4th down.
12. Stop.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. And for the 3rd time in this 1st half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Dante Jackson.
Well, I think by now, Mike, we know where the biggest mismatch in this game has been. This defense is all over this passing game. Everywhere they look, they have defenders in the right spot. They've resulted now in 3 interceptions, all while forcing this offense to try to adjust their game plan on the fly.
On the handoff, it's Harris. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. He'll find his big target, Pat Freiermuth. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
A give, and here comes Harris. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down. Second and a yard. That's quickly to Freiermuth on the RPO. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Cut.
Give up the middle to Harris. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
Well, Mike, you know the old saying, the more tight ends on the field, the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the back, picking up a good gain.
They'll try to run it with Harris. And he will dive into the end zone. Najee Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That his 16th touchdown of the year. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Trevion Williams to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Don.
Now Burrow on the bootleg. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Cole Holcomb.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
The Steelers' offense and running back Najee Harris getting set to take over once more. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. His fullback releasing. And he's going to bring it in. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Steeler first down. Here's Harris. Ooh. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll give it to Harris again. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Harris to the 5-yard line. Second down and goal. Play action. It's Wilson. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. George Pickens. Touchdown, Steelers. And Greg, that is good play design there. Using the play fake to get the receiver time to get open.
And down here this close to the goal line, Mike, it doesn't take much. All you need is that linebacker or that defender to freeze for that split second. That's all you need to create separation, and that's an easy pitch and catch for a touchdown.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Jones now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break.
Here we go.
It has not been their half to this point. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers stretch out this lead even more. It is now 35-0. On the return, it's Travion Williams. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bengals offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10.
Let's get set.
Now, Burrow. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
They'll run with Moss. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment.
On 2.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
Gun. Dot.
To throw is Burrow. And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Patrick Queen.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
At the 37-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Russ. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
First down, Steelers.
Wilson will throw again. That's over the middle and taken in by Freiermuth. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wilson lines up in the pistol. He's going to keep it himself. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now it's Wilson. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And he's going to have the 1st down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. Boswell's kick is good. Here at halftime, it's the visitors, the Steelers, who are in the lead. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike.
And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the 3rd quarter.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the 3rd quarter. They might be looking to grind out some 1st downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Another run here with Harris. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at the line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Inside the 30. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the 1st down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that 1st down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Boswell now for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact
Personal
with the
foul.
kicker too late.
Roughing a kicker. Defense.
Chris Boswell to kick off.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's had trouble getting on track in this one. Really limited space to find an opening. The defensive front stopping him multiple times. Generally, he has not been a big factor in this game to this point. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Burrow now. Quickly, this one out to Chase. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. They're trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
First and 10 now from the 36. They run it over center with Harris. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. On the give, it's Harris. And he'll work his way down inside the 30. Shooing off 7 yards on that one. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Harris. A gain there of 11. That's a Steeler first down.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations? It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll go right back to Freiermuth. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Here's 3rd and 2. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they'll go with their fullback. And he's going to have the Steelers first down, as the defense cannot come up with the big play there. It's a gain of 8 on 4th and 2. They'll try to run this one in. A second effort, and he is in. Najee Harris, touchdown Steelers. That his second touchdown of the game, and 17 for the season. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Steelers 52, Bengals nothing.
Boswell now, following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. Williams now to return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. And this has been a game to forget so far. You start to wonder, how long do you stay with a guy when he's throwing pick after pick after pick? It has been a long game at the quarterback position. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. That's into the hands of T.J. Watt.
So this was a great stress test for this defense, Mike. Everybody prepares to defend a quarterback from within the pocket. But how do you defend that quarterback when he breaks the pocket? In this case, watch everybody flow. Everybody stays with the play and maintains their assignment. They get rewarded for a chance at the interception, and he comes through with the pick.
They get 24 on that one, and just like that, it's 1st and goal.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer.
They've got it at the 8, 1st down and goal. Now Russ. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his 2nd incomplete pass. So finally,
that is caught back corner of the end zone. Roman Wilson. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to work with. He knows that he can put that ball maybe a little bit further away from the defender, knowing he's got the guy on the other end to not only secure the catch, but to keep his feet in bounds for a touchdown.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do. Interesting point here, Greg. This is one of those where, put me in the mind of the play caller. Are you thinking just keep the ball on the ground right now?
I think it's hard. I think a lot of it has to do with how much confidence do you have that he can work himself through it, because as the turnovers continue to stack up, your biggest fear is that the confidence breaks down. So a lot of this is really just how well do you understand, what kind of relationship do you have with your quarterback. If you think you can get him through it, keep putting the ball in his hands. If you think he's done for the day, you got a big question you got to answer.
And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers stretch things out even further. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Here's Williams on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
On one, ready?
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go.
They bring Chase in motion. On first and 10, Burrow. Passing right side, and Chase has it. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Working out of the gun, Burrow. He'll air one out for Higgins. And that is incomplete. T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one. And it's going to be third down. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, what I'm seeing play out there right now, Mike, is just a frustrated offense playing on tilt. And on the other side of the ball, I'm seeing a defense that's happily taking advantage of these decisions. I mean, how else do you explain 3 consecutive drives that result in a pick? I mean, each mistake just feeds the next. It feeds frustration. And all at the same time, it's...
A run. Here's Harris. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Jermaine Pratt up to make the stop. On the ground, this is Harris. And he will wiggle his way forward for a gain of a couple. 3rd and 5. Here's Wilson. A throw on the move is caught. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive. Now the veteran, it's Cordero Patterson. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. On 2nd down, a run with Harris. Open space inside the 10. And he's into the end zone yet again. Najee Harris. Touchdown, Steelers. It is his 3rd touchdown of the game. And 18 now on the season. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense ready to take over once more. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Here we go.
Now 2nd down throw for Burrow. Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. Back with more. Second down and 3. A run with Harris. And he'll be near the 1st down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. Play action. Now Wilson. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Steeler first down.
First down, Steelers.
Now it's Harris. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now a toss, left side for Harris. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it is 3rd down.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Well, there's refusing to take your foot off the gas, and then there's this. I'm not even sure really how to classify it. I mean, to have this type of lead in the 4th quarter and still continue to air it out. Tell you what, I'm going to pay attention to this after the game coach's handshake. I think it could be pretty interesting.
The home team's offense ready for this next possession. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. He's going to look downfield once again.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. He'll air one out for Higgins. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. Look it up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully. The Steelers' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. This one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now going to try to polish this thing off here in the 4th. And it'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Russ. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He may have trusted his arm strength a little bit too much on that throw. 2 defenders in the area. Work to your check down. Work to an open receiver. I think in this case, he forces that ball, and ultimately, he's lucky he got away with it.
And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Steelers getting ready to put this one away. On the return is Jones. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. So now this team's offense ready to take over once again. Things not looking good. But see if we can get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
Catch left side is made by Higgins. A gain there of 10 yards. It's a Cincinnati first down.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow fires quick to Higgins. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. That is caught. Finding Higgins. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this.
Here we go, here we go.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Here's Moss. And he'll get 6 on this one, moving it inside the 40-yard line.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Steelers' 37-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's get set.
To throw is Burrow. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
11 MT, 11 MT. Here we go.
Burrow. He's got a receiver. It's Chase.
We're good.
Space getting tight here. Down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Burrow. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Gun.
Burrow here on 2nd down. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown. I don't mind the play call, but something you have to keep in mind, Mike, is when you decide to pass this close to the goal line, all of the space is the width of the field. There's not a lot of depth to the field. So that's why the timing, the anticipation, the accuracy of the quarterback, it all has to be on point. It wasn't on that last play, and that's why it ultimately failed.
So this one, a win for the visiting Steelers. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. They'll have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.